So I've just done the sums and I am going to share with you how I made over £1,800 match betting with this World Cup 2026. Now, it was just unbelievable for me, and as many of you know, this is just something that is just extra income for me, a side hustle if you will, that I do where my little 9-month-old lad either goes to sleep or is on a nap time, and I'm going to share with you just how I made that money that is now going to fund this summer holidays for us. So firstly, a massive shout out to Bet365. Their offers were unbelievable for the World Cup. Firstly, the daily reveal. So I revealed the offer for 39 days. Some days it was the £5 offer if your bet loses. So £5 free bet offer if your bet loses. So with Outplayed, I used the bonus lock-in calculator to, of £5 make like £2, £2.50-ish profit. Other days it was the bet 10 get £5 free bet offer, in which point I had obviously done the qualifying calculator to put on my £10 bet, and then the free bet calculator to often make £3, £3.50 profit off that entire offer. So of course, over the days, that's really added up and generated a really nice profit for me. I didn't really bother with the super boost or anything like that, and that's not something that I'm really into. I just want to make it nice and straightforward, nice and clean cut, and nice and simple. Unfortunately, I didn't get a 2-up. The only 2-up that I really saw that happened was the Egypt one, and I was absolutely gutted that I didn't make that offer. I would have had about £100 extra money on that. I was really hoping there was going to be so many more 2-ups on this World Cup, but hey ho, it wasn't to be. So yeah, Bet365, just in terms of almost the bet and gets or the refund offers were really lucrative for me. The next really easy win for me was the multiple betting companies that were doing offers. For example, get a £1 free bet if your Golden Boot player has a shot on target. So I had Kane and I had Mbappe on a couple of different sites. So I had it on Paddy Power and also BetMGM. And over the tournament, they generated a lot of free bets for me. Probably made about £25-30 worth of profit on those, because every time they had a shot on target, then I had a £1 free bet. You had to spend those on bet builders with Paddy Power, which was a little bit more annoying really. With BetMGM, you could just put them on anything, so that was really easy. So yeah, they were like almost the favourites into the tournament, so I didn't have too much liability sucked up from putting those offers on. So yeah, I'll be doing that again whenever the next tournament is. Thirdly, I really like Betfred. I don't really use their offers too much because I just think I'm going to have a gubbing really quickly based on what the other people have experienced. So what I do like is every few days there's always like 5 free spins on offer. So they can be lucrative in themselves. But when you always do your 5 free spins, more often than not, they will give you, if you spend £5, they'll give you 20 more free spins. And I just always do that offer. So throughout this World Cup, and then they've also done a few pounds on roulette spins, and I always put the same 5 numbers on. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but that's personally what I do. I've got 5 lucky numbers. Maybe I'll share with you them at some point. But yeah, I probably had about £30 to £40 worth of money generated from those Betfred offers. So yeah, that was really good for me. Now, where the big money came in is on the casino offers. So with Outplayed, I am a member that has both the sports offers and the casino offers. Now, I'm not saying that the casino offers are for everyone. You have to be so careful in terms of not chasing your losses, and you have to understand that the casino owes you nothing. Slots owe you nothing. Just because you've lost £10 doesn't mean the next £10 you're going to win. It doesn't work like that. But again, going back to Bet365, that were amazing. They were doing an offer each week that if you spent £10 on selected slots, then each week you would go into a prize draw, and then if you on a Monday were drawn out of the prize draw, you would win a percentage of the pot. So 3 weeks I won on that prize draw. So I had a £54, a £66 and a £74. So that paid for everything in my slot offers altogether, really. But then when I was doing the third week slot offer, I hit a really big win on Gateshead Bet365, and I'll put a screenshot for you, and I won £500 in one go. And this is unheard of for me. Normally I have a small loss, or I'll win £30, £40, in which I'm absolutely more than happy for that. I couldn't believe it. I basically had a £1 win, and then the guy from Bet365 came in with his big massive trident and then gave me a 500 times. So obviously that blew up to £500. So that was incredible. But then the week after, I then hit a bonus on, no it wasn't, it was week 5 because it was every other week. I hit another bonus, and the guy with his trident kept going and kept going, and this was my biggest win to date. I won over £800 on one bonus round, which, you know, I nearly cried with how successful that was. And again, it felt amazing. The dopamine hit was unreal, but I also know that instantly I was like, oh, when I do my £10, oh, shall I do another one? No, and you have to tell myself, I've been really, really careful with casino offers because I know it's very easy to get sucked in. So I'm happy to share with you this win, but it's not a promotional to say, oh my God, if you do this, you'll win £800. But it is to say that if you match bet carefully and if you are controlled, at some point you're possibly going to hit a big win like me. So when I add it all up, I have got over £800 worth of profit from this World Cup, which I am so proud of. It really helps towards my family. And like I say, I'll do all the add-ins up just, you know, hopefully now on the side. And therefore, you know, be careful, match bet carefully, but it is something that is fairly straightforward to get into. You have to be disciplined. You have to be someone who can clock your profits and losses and understand not to go chasing. Just to say that, like, and again, the slot owes you nothing. When I won that £800, I'd actually hit a bonus 3 times previously in that £10. So that's really rare to get on the bonus 4 separate times within staking 25p, by the way. I know some people will post to say, oh, they've won £800, but they've got like £5 stakes, which is just blows my mind, to be honest. So I won £800 off a 25p stake. Yeah, sometimes you can spin £50 and not hit one bonus, which just shows how randomised and how unpredictable the slots can be. So I say tread carefully, but if it's something you know you're looking to get into, or if you've got any questions on it, just drop me a comment. If you could like and subscribe, that really helps me, and good luck to anyone getting into this or who's currently on their journey match betting. Let's look forward to the next tournament and the start of the Premier League starting off in a few weeks' time. See you soon.